These are truly trying times. What's up, everybody? This is The Life You Have with Tez, and that's me. And today I'm going to talk about 5 tips on how to keep your mental health in crazy situations. Before we start, go ahead and tap that like button and subscribe if you want to. All right, let's get into it. Number 1, stop watching the news. Okay, and I get it. In the almighty church of COVID-19, every news outlet wants you to be scared. You'll do fine. So with that said, you can just stop watching the news. It doesn't make the news go away, but it does help your mental health if you know that it's not all bad news, doom and gloom, especially when you look outside the window and you see birds flying and you see, kids playing, whether they have masks on or not, they're playing and they're having fun, unlike you. Number 2. Call your parents. Lord knows that your dad's worried about you. Call them, talk to them, ask them how their day is going. Ask what your mom is doing. How's she handling things at work? Maybe you want to know this. But that type of small stuff can actually help out at a lot. So at a minimum, you should have at least one person that you will always be able to pick up the phone for, and they'll always pick up the phone for you. If everybody had that one person, we'd always have somebody we can talk to. So do yourself a favor. Talk to somebody. Talk to your auntie before she drinks herself into a stupor. Just have somebody to talk to. All right, number 3. Clean up your house. Studies have shown that clean house actually improves the way you feel about yourself. Usually one of the signs of depression and anxiety is when people live in filth, because that means that they can't even muster up the mental strength to even clean up their room, let alone their life. So just doing one step at a time, picking up the stuff, picking up the pieces of your past, which is all this other stuff you got laying around your house, picking it up and making your small little room or apartment or whatever, it actually helps you feel better. Actually, there's a visible change in the room and you feel better about yourself when you clean up. Also, you got a nasty beard that you've grown and all that stuff, and you know it's filthy, shave it. If your legs have gotten hairy, shave it. You need to go and take care of yourself. Make yourself feel better. So clean yourself up, clean your house up, and you will feel a whole lot better about yourself. Number 4. Go to sleep at a good time. So apparently optimal sleep is 8 hours, but this day and age, our lives are much more complicated than that. So optimal sleep is actually 6 to 8 hours now. You can actually be just fine with 6 hours. The military says 4, and it'll actually help you improve cognitive functioning by going to sleep. You can honestly get proper rest these days, especially if you don't have a job. You can definitely sleep a lot easier. Now, if you don't have a job because you lost it and you have an apartment and all that stuff, you can't sleep as easy, but you can afford to sleep when you can. That is, you should be sleeping. You shouldn't be staying up worrying, because that's a whole other can of beans. Number 5, eat right. You might think that skipping breakfast is actually a good idea, but it's not. Because of the fact that you skip breakfast, what you end up doing is you make yourself so hungry, you're more likely to overeat and buy things and make a bunch of impulse purchases when you skip breakfast that you normally wouldn't do in your day. So you're going to buy a bigger lunch, and then you're going to make more rash decisions and stuff that you wouldn't have because you're hungry, you're irritated, you're tired. But here's the real deal, Holyfield. I would say that you need to eat more fiber and you need to get more carbs in your diet. Most people, carbs are not the enemy, because that's your body's primary source of energy for you. We're talking rice, we're talking potatoes, we're talking fruits and vegetables. Don't be a fruitarian, but I'm saying balance those things out in your life, because they have a high fiber count and a high water count. Those are the things that you're actually supposed to be eating. If you go to the toilet and you're struggling when you gotta poop, that's a problem. That is a huge problem, because that means you have a block in your colon, and a blocked colon is not good. That could actually come back and hurt you in the long run. But the more fiber and the water intake that you actually do have, the better off that you're gonna be when you start doing a healthier lifestyle and stuff. You're gonna feel better about yourself. If people knew the amount of studies that were out there on what you eat and your mental health, you would be surprised. But a lot of people keep complaining that they can't afford fruits and rice and all that, when it's actually cheaper for you to buy your own food from the store and cook it than it is for you to keep going to McDonald's and stuff. And I have a video showing that, but people don't believe it. So what I would say is, go ahead and eat your fruits, eat your vegetables, eat your broccoli, eat beans, corn, get your nice sustenance in there, get your grains. If it came from the earth, eat it. Just do your stuff in moderation. That's nuts like cashews, walnuts, and golden Oreos. both. They're a great combination. Okay, here's your bonus round tip. Stop smoking and drinking. Honestly, what are they doing for you? Smoking destroys your lungs. So with that said, if you are destroying your own lungs with smoking, then you're only hurting yourself. I guess you should be scared of COVID then. You've been killing yourself, and your breath stinks, and your teeth get yellow. It's a bad habit, and it's an expensive habit. If I see $5, I'm gonna assume if you're smoking a pack a day because you're stressed out about life at, we'll say $5 a day, and you're smoking them 7 days a week, that is $35 a week, which is $75 for 2 weeks, which is $150 a month. And you wonder where you're getting the money to live from. You have it. You just spend it on killing yourself. And don't even get me started on drinking. Like, really, why would you want to waste money on something that you have to lose your mind to do? Or maybe you share it with your friend because you're tired of your kids and red wine, that thing that helps you cope with the fact that you had the kids and you wanted them, but you're tired of them now. I understand that, but you're not drinking to get drunk in front of your kids. A lot of people just drink to get drunk, and they do it again every single weekend. But don't use it as a coping mechanism. What's it gonna do for you? Take you away for a couple of hours, then you come back to your life, which is miserable anyway. So now you're gonna do it again to escape the misery that is your life. So not only are you killing yourself, you're destroying your own brain cells, you're just giving yourself a temporary reality to run away to. Guess what? You can fix your own life. A lot of people say if they had more money, they'd be happier. Okay, well, you can start by cutting those things out of your life. Then you'll get more money. Then you can do more stuff with it so you can be a happier person. But if you don't, well, then prepare to just keep trying to run away from your problems in your head. And maybe it might do something else, because nobody ever drinks the same amount they always drink. That's what's called a tolerance. And when you build up a tolerance, that means that you need more to achieve the desired effect. The same effect that you were getting with like 4 or 5 before, now you need 6 or 7 to get now. It impairs your judgment. But anyway, that is the video. Like, share, comment, subscribe if you like that stuff. This is the life you have with Tez. That's me. Now see you again. Peace out.